I think the Prime Minister is doing her best. She may have made some mistakes at the beginning, but she's doing her best. But she is in the painful process of reconciling fantasists with reality. Yeah. And that reality is that leaving the EU involves trade-offs. And it involves trade-offs which are broadly on several levels, but one is we've been in the EU for decades, we have incredibly integrated economy, so we have a choice. We either stay as close as possible, which means the economic damage is limited, but then we lose an input, we're no longer helping make the rules, and we are unable to strike trade deals with others. It's a clear trade-off. Do we want to take a bigger economic hit, or do we want to go and strike off for these great new trade deals? That's one. And then it's not just trade-offs. There are, irreconcilable problems. And you're right, Northern Ireland is one of them. On Northern Ireland, all sides have said we don't want a hard border. If you don't want to have a hard border, you have to have both sides of that border be in a customs union. That means either Northern Ireland alone is in a customs union, which breaks up the United Kingdom, or the whole of the United Kingdom is in a customs union, which means then you can't go off and sign any other trade deals. Now, you can say magically we're going to have technology which will stop this. This technology doesn't exist. So until the time the technology does exist, you have these three things can't be put together. It's like having one of those Rubik's Cubes that, you move one thing and the whole thing falls apart, but this time the Rubik's Cube can't actually be solved.
Do you think nobody actually thought about this when the referendum was argued over?
I think in the
people who voted leave...
In the referendum, people were promised to have their cake and eat it, and fantastical promises were made by lots of people in lots of different directions, and now what we're having to do is face reality, which is just less fantastical.